everybody, Tanya here. Welcome to the channel. Here I am. Today is pie making day. Yeah, I'm making some sweet potato pies and they are just so delicious. Sweet potato pie is a custard pie. You make a custard out of your sweet potatoes and your milk and eggs and spices. And I'm going to do it the way I did it when I was a caterer because I didn't have time to play around. You know, we had to get it going. So I'm going to use my food processor. And that's going to make the sweet potatoes so smooth. And let me show you the ingredients. I baked, let's see, 2, 4, 5. I baked 6 sweet potatoes. I already ate one, excuse me. 6 sweet potatoes. I'm going to use 2 eggs in each pie. Butter. I'm going to use sweetened condensed milk. So that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. You got your milk and you don't have to add any more sugar. Pinch of salt. I'm just going to use some pumpkin pie spice. Vanilla extract. And these recipes do not have to be complicated, okay? You don't have to, you know, make it hard. And I'm going to use 2 frozen pie shells. I got 2 of these for $1.97, so like $1 each, okay? So that's the fun of cooking, is taking raw materials and making something delicious out of them. Taking stuff, you know, a lot of us in the African American community, you know, our ancestors were given scraps, you know. They didn't think we were going to survive, especially after they got us out of slavery. They really didn't want us to survive. They weren't expecting us to survive, but we did. We learned how to make it do what it do. So I am so proud of that. I'm proud of that, of our culture. And so, excuse me, wash my hands again. And that's why, you know, we celebrate Thanksgiving. We're being thankful for what we have, for how far we've come against all odds. And so we know who's in control. And just, you know, make the most out of, see what your budget is and see what you can do with it. Because our ancestors did everything with very little. And that's why I like to crack my eggs into a different container. I use these yogurt containers. See, a shell broke off, and then let me just pour it in here. All right. Get that shell out of there. Preheat the oven to 350. Pour that back in here. I want to use this container for my eggs. Oh, and then I baked these potatoes off last night and they got real caramely and soft. So I'm going to peel them. They're so easy to peel once they cool down. So there. Get that out the way. So each pie should have at least 2 cups of cooked sweet potato. So I'm gonna put one smaller, that's a large size. Let's make a puree. And these potatoes were so sweet. You really don't, I don't need a whole lot of extra sugar. And so that's our puree. Smells amazing. That's about 2 cups. And because sweet potatoes aren't like pumpkin. Pumpkin needs, you know, a lot of spices. Needs a lot more help getting some good flavors in it. But I'm growing to like pumpkin because of the low glycemic levels on it. Sweet potatoes are higher glycemic. So I'm going to take 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to melt it. Melt it in the microwave. Let me put a little. So to me, the less you do the sweet potatoes, the better. Melt butter. It does make a difference. Like if you're going to melt in the microwave, if you have a melt section, hit that. So I'm just going to put a little, like a half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. That's all we need. Just a little dash of salt. Okay. 2 eggs. Now we're making the custard. One whole can. Sweetened condensed milk. I don't have my microphone on. I love the sound of my videos when I have my microphone on, but it's like, it's a lot to deal with. When you're doing a cooking video, when you're like us, when you're not just talking, just having to keep up with everything. Those mics, your microphone will have to be charged, and then I forget to do that. Get your spatula. Right. good, just like that. I'm gonna put a little bit of this spices in there. That's all we need. Teaspoon of vanilla. Pure vanilla extract. So let me see see if I like the flavor with those spices in it. Do I need anything else? Don't need anything else. It's fine. Let me hit it with a little more. Just a pinch of salt. Put that butter in here. We made a custard, y'all. Taste it again. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I like it very simple. I don't want spices to overpower the beautiful taste of sweet potatoes, okay? Okay, so now I'm putting in so I won't taste it now. Once I put these raw eggs in here, I might do a little taste. Nothing can blend it better than that. Better than a food processor or a blender. All right, let's taste. Yes, 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 okay. So it's good to taste your sweet potatoes first. Once you make your puree, then you'll see how much sugar do you really need. So just pour it in. See, that's a perfect. So all you need is 2 to 3 medium sweet potatoes. And that's how you make something out of nothing. When you're given very little, a lot of these, recipes came from just getting very little and making something beautiful out of it. And that's the right consistency. It should be pourable. Okay, family, I'm going to pour the rest of our sweet potato pie filling into the second crust. Okay. Then I'm going to scrape the rest of it out with my spatula. The oven's at 350. It's up to temperature now. I'm going to put it on the middle rack. For about an hour. And like if you ever like have too much batter, you can always like either make a small little tart or put the rest of that batter, put it in your like pound cake if you're making a pound cake. But you don't have to go crazy. A lot of people feel like the more ingredients you put into something, the better it's going to be. If you get the best, you know, get the best quality ingredients you can find. You know, like when people like were going out and like back in the day when they had to like really hunt, get outside and they had to do a lot to make that food palatable. If you had going out and getting a wild turkey, you had to do a lot. You still got to do a lot to turkeys to make it taste good, but. Okay, they're good. Let's see. Smooth it out. And this is what it looks like. Let me bring you up. So this is what it looks like before it goes into the oven. And then after an hour, oh, excuse me, my stomach. Right, then we're going into the oven, 350. Okay. All right, clean up. Clean as you go. Trying to find my spray cleaner. Here we go. I like my Mrs. Myers. Smells so good. That was honeysuckle. Mrs. Myers honeysuckle. When I was catering, we had like a heavy duty food processor. Everything was really heavy duty. So it's fun for me now as a home cook. I still use a lot of those same principles, same skills, but just on a smaller scale, on a home cook scale. All right, so I'm gonna go over here and wash dishes, and we'll be back in an hour. Okay, family, the sweet potato pies, I just took them out the oven. They're cooling down, they're deflating, which is good. And they were in the oven 55 minutes at 350 in the middle rack. Nice crust, not burnt, nicely browned, and still kind of jiggly in the middle, which is good. It will continue to cook and deflate. And if you're doing this like a week ahead of time, make sure that your pie is totally cool, it's totally cold. Then put some plastic wrap around it, put some foil around it, and put it in a freezer bag. Put it in your freezer until a couple of days, like the night before the event, or even that morning of, depending on the time you're having dinner, and pull it out and let it defrost. And even put it on top of the stove so it can be warm when you guys are ready to eat. Okay, so, and make sure you label it and put the date on it if you're going to do this ahead of time. If you're doing this 2 days ahead of time, excuse me, make sure it's totally cool. Put it in your fridge, and I'll wrap it up, and it's good to go. All right, thank you guys so much. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. And if you like my vibe, hit subscribe and join the Tastemakers, and hit that bell notification so you'll be notified the next time I upload any new content. And if you just like this video, hit that like button. I appreciate it. All right, see you in my next video. Okay, bye. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm not sure when this is going to come out. Yeah, this is Thanksgiving. I'm sorry about that. All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye. Bye, Mom.